Welcome to a new video. In today's video, I'm doing a reading vlog and I'll be reading a lot. But before you watch this video, I'm not that big of a reader, to be honest. Like, I know that I've shared a lot of bookish things on this channel. Like, you see me going to the bookstore every other week, maybe, something like that. But in reality, I don't read that much. As a kid, I hated reading. But now that I'm older, I really want to get into the habit of reading more. So that's also why I'm doing this video. And I thought that maybe you would like it. You would like a reading vlog. I'm currently reading The Great Gatsby. I don't know anything about this book. I thought that I would be reading in The Great Gatsby's point of view. Like, who is Gatsby, by the way? I have no idea. All I know is that Nick is his neighbor, and I'm reading Nick's point of view instead of Gatsby. Anyway, let's continue reading. Hello. I finished reading The Great Gatsby. And I have some thoughts because for some reason, I thought that this book was going to be such a heartwarming and heartfelt romance story. I don't know why, because it's nothing of the sort. When it comes to the romance in this book, it is shallow, it is annoying, it is frustrating. I did not like it whatsoever. Turns out this book is the perfect picture for how to lose yourself in the process of the American dream. Now, when it comes to that part of the story, I think it is great. I did not know that it was about the American story, so I think that's why I didn't like it. Because that's not my cup of tea. I gave it 3 stars, and I think that's fair because, again, I did not enjoy reading it. It was just not for me. So yeah, that's it for The Great Gatsby, I guess. I'm really sorry. This is such a negative start of the video. I know. But I started reading Reckless, and I also don't like this one. Yeah, the first book of the trilogy was full of loss, full of excitement, full of banter. Like, it was high stake. High stakes? I don't know. This one is not. And I don't like it. It's not the same. So, I just want to get it over with so that I'm ready for when the last book of the trilogy comes out. And I think that one comes out in like April, as far as I know. And that's a little recap of what I've been doing and what I've been reading. And so far is not great. I don't know what I'll read when I'm done reading this one because I need something that is like. And I don't know if I have anything that good on my shelves.
His love interest in plot was Prince Oak and a girl named Ren who has blue skin and sharp little teeth. And this duology is so good.
I need to cover this up, otherwise I'll spoil it for myself. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Hello. It is 4 p.m. and I've been reading for the last couple of hours. I've been reading this book, A Man Called Ove. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name, but before we talk about this book, let's talk about Reckless. I'm not gonna say too much, but I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. It was really bad. In my opinion, I was very, very, very disappointed. This book was almost 400 pages long, and only the last 40 pages mattered. Like, the rest of the book was irrelevant. Like, how? Only 10% of the book is relevant? It was boring, it was predictable, it was not my thing. Don't get me wrong, I love the characters and I love this universe, but this was just giving too much of middle book syndrome, and I don't like that. Yeah, 2 out of 5 stars. I'm still a little bit annoyed, so let's just move on. So, currently I'm reading this one and I'm halfway. This is my first book from this author, Fredrik Backman, and I've heard so many great things about this author, and I get why. For some reason, he can make a very sad story into something really funny. Here on the front, it says warm, funny, and unbearably moving. And that's exactly how I feel. Like, it is sad, but it's also warm and funny and really moving. I think I might finish this one today because I cannot put this one down. It's just too good. Finally, I have a book that I'm really passionate about. So I cannot put this one down today. I'm really happy I picked this one up. I will be buying more from Fredrik Backman. Also, because I forgot to do this with the last 2 books, let me just read you the back. On here it says, Ove is almost certainly the grumpiest man you will ever meet. He thinks himself surrounded by idiots, joggers, neighbors who can't reverse trailers properly, and a shop assistant who talk in code. But isn't it rare these days to find such old-fashioned clarity of belief and deed, such unswerving conviction about what the world should be, and a lifelong dedication to make it just so? In the end, you will see there is something about Ove that is quite irresistible. And I think that pretty much sums it up. You'll have to read it for yourself because it's really, really, really good. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read it and hopefully I'll finish it today.
Warranties. So it was just as well. Sonia said once that the car would break down with sorrow the day Uwe was buried. And maybe that was true. But there was a time for everything, she also said.
This is way too embarrassing. I'm almost done. I have like 10 pages left and I just had the ugliest breakdown. I don't even know what to say. Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm ready to finish this one. Because am I gonna finish the book or is this book gonna finish me? You know what I mean? Okay. I'm gonna finish it and then get back to you and see how I'm feeling. And don't laugh if the next clip is gonna be me crying even harder. I finished the book in one day. Let me tell you that this is the most beautiful book I have read in a very long time. Like, it is so moving and so hard. I'm so sad because the ending is just so... Let's talk about this one. On Goodreads, I gave it 5 stars and on Instagram as well, but I'm not really sure if I agree with that anymore. I think I'll give it like a 4.75. Like, it was really good. Like, I am obsessed with this author's writing. I bawled my eyes out, and whenever a book does that, I'm immediately obsessed. I don't know. It's just the fact that a book can make me feel something. That's just something I really like. I really want to read more from this author. I saw Beartown and Anxious People. Those are the books I'm gonna be reading next when it comes to this author. Yeah, Fredrik Backman, you did that. I ate it up. But since the last couple of days have been so busy, I'm kind of tired. And today is also quite a busy day. I don't really have time to like sit down and read, and I'm also really indecisive on what book I should read next. So I made this cute little jar. This jar holds all of the names of the books that are on my physical TBR. I'm gonna pick one and see what book I'll be reading next. But before we do that, let me show you the books that are on my physical TBR. A Day at the Morisaki Bookshop, Pride and Prejudice, Little Women, The Inheritance Game, Nothing Like the Movies, Funny Story, The Ministry of Time, and last but not least is Magnolia Parks. Let's pick one. I'm really nervous. What if it's a book that I low-key don't want to read? Okay. Here he goes. I have one. Ah! I'm nervous. I knew it. I don't want to read this one. I don't want to read this one. No. It's the Ministry of Time. I picked this one out of the jar, so I'm gonna read it. Let's just get it over with. Okay? Let's just do it. I'm so sorry, guys. I have to be honest with you, but I lied. I am such a big liar because I told you guys that I would read The Ministry of Time and I haven't read it yet. It's been a few days and I haven't even picked it up yet. Better yet, I started reading Magnolia Parks instead. I'm on page 60, so I haven't really read that much the last few days. The last few days have been crazy, by the way. I am so tired. So maybe that's why I don't want to read The Ministry of Time, because I feel like, I don't know, for some odd reason, that book really intimidates me. I don't know why, but I just really want to read something that I know that I'll like and enjoy. And I feel like Magnolia Parks is just a really good book for me right now. And then today, I went to go book shopping. It was a pretty random and impulsive idea to go book shopping today. I went to my local bookstore and they didn't have any of the books that I really wanted to buy. But then I remembered I live in Europe and I live in the Netherlands to be exact. So I can just hop on a train for like an hour and be in a whole different city in a whole different part of my country. So I did that. I went to a different city where they have a bigger bookstore and I decided to go book shopping there. I didn't really film anything because when I'm in crowded areas or places that are really busy, sometimes I get overwhelmed, and today was that day. It's not that I don't want to share anything with you when I'm having me time, it's just that sometimes I get overwhelmed in crowded areas and I just didn't feel like filming. But I do have something really exciting. I bought myself a blind date. A book, by the way, not a man. Yet. I bought myself a blind date book, which means that you can't see the cover, you don't know what the book is about. I always go for YA because I don't want any smut. Okay? It says background of the 19th century. Background of the 19th century Paris. I'm obsessed with Paris, so like, yes. Then a group of misfit heroes, stirring adventures, discovery of one's true inheritance. I love these kind of things, but I'm also really nervous because if there was only one trope in this book or one prompt that I don't like or I don't agree with, I will just simply return this. I feel like not many places do that where you can buy a blind date and if you don't like it or you already have it, you can return it. Yes. So I really want to open this with you guys, but before we do that, I also want to show you the other two books that I bought because I feel like those are also really good candidates when it comes to like my TBR. These two have been on my TBR for quite a while now, and I'm really happy that I finally have a copy of them, like a paperback. The first one is Beartown by, again, Fredrik Backman. I am just, after reading A Man Called Ove, or Ove, I'm not sure, I'm just really obsessed with his writing, and I heard so many great things about Beartown, so I was like, yes, we're doing it. For some reason, I only buy books that are gonna make me cry, and I love that for me because I love crying. And then I also bought The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. I've never read anything by Kristen Hanna, so this is gonna be my first impression, and again, I've heard some really good things about this book. It's highly rated on Goodreads as well. Not that you have to go by rating when it comes to Goodreads. Who knows? Maybe I'll like it and I'll start reading more historical books. But for now, let's open her up and see what's inside. I'm really excited, guys. This is my very first ever blind date. I'm gonna put you here so you can see what I'm doing. That's not a good angle. What am I doing? I'm new to this YouTube game, okay? Let me just be me. Let me figure it out. Also, the packaging is so cute. Oh, I thought that I saw the cover. Like, oh, it's white. But it's not. It's just paper. Also, do you guys have a guess on what the title of this book is gonna be? Like, what it is? I have no idea. Also, I tried looking it up. I looked up, like, YA fantasy in Paris in the 19th century, and I couldn't find anything. So, I'm not sure. Oh, I thought it was a book that I really wanted, but it's something different. It's The Gilded Wolves. Is that what it's called? It's a really pretty cover. Is it multiple POV? Yes, it is. Look what I just... It's a puzzle. It has the actual puzzle in here. Oh, I like that. Stephanie Garber is on here, and she said a masterpiece. If Stephanie Garber thinks that this is a masterpiece, then I'm excited. So yeah, these are my books that I bought today. I'm back. I started reading The Inheritance Game. It's about Avery, I think that's her name. She grew up without a dad. She does have a dad, but the dad is not in the picture, and her mom died. So now she's currently living with her half-sister. Her and her half-sister share a dad, so they both have a dad that's not in the picture. They don't really have that much money, so Avery just works a lot and just goes to school. She's a pretty good student, but then one day she gets called to the principal office, and there is this guy almost the same age as her, and he tells her that she is named in his grandfather's will. Why? They don't know, because they don't know each other. And then the grandson tells her that she has to come with him because the whole family is waiting on her to get there so they can read his will. So now she is traveling with this random guy that is the grandson of a billionaire. She gets there, she meets the whole family, and they want to read the will to figure out why she is mentioned in the will and what she will inherit. So that's what I'm currently reading. And then I also have Beartown, but we'll see. I don't have that much time, so I hope that I can finish both of these in this video. We'll see. But for now, it's The Inheritance Game. I just finished reading chapter 9, where they read the will. And obviously, all of the family members get something, but not that much. Like, this man is worth billions. And all of them combined only get, like... This man is worth $46.2 billion. And the whole family combined only get like a few million. The rest of that $46.2 billion is for Avery. What? She doesn't even know this man. I wish it was me. Anyway, I don't know what's going on. All I know is that Avery is getting most of it. So let's continue reading. I like where this is going with the book. Like, she doesn't know anything, and I feel like they know more than she does, obviously. But there are some aspects to the story right now, and I feel like I know where this is going, and I like where this is going. Also, there are a lot of riddles in here. There's one where I think it was Jameson who said it. Where is it? Oh yeah, here it is. If yes is no, and once is never, then how many sides does a triangle have? I don't know. Turns out the answer was 2. Okay guys, we have yet again a new mystery that has to be solved. Chapter 81. Okay, so right now Jameson is done with all of it. He's like, no, this is it. This is just too much. I'm done. But then Avery is like, I don't think we are done. I don't think this is the end of this whole mystery. And then she finds this, it's like a poem, and she thinks it's a clue or a mystery or a riddle. It says, top of the clock, meet me at high, tell the late day hello, wish the morning goodbye. A twist and a flip, what do you see? Take them two at a time and come find me. I have no idea what this means. I'm with Avery. I don't feel like this is it. Like, I still don't know what Avery is doing here. Like, they think that the grandpa just chose her randomly. I don't think that's it though. Like, so many things are not adding up. I'm very much entertained and I really like this book. However, I thought that it would be more jaw-dropping and mind-blowing than it actually is. Just because it's so hyped up, I had unrealistic expectations as to what this book was going to be. Putting that aside, this is a really fun book and I'm really entertained. So I'll just finish it right now and I'll come back to you with my reaction. I'm really excited. Right now, it's getting excited. I finished it. It was really fun. I will give it 4.25 stars. The reason why it's not a 5-star read is because while I was reading this, I discovered that I really don't like the fact that the main character has 2 potential love interests. Maybe it's because one of them I really don't like. I really don't like Raisin. I'm really sorry. I don't like him. However, the riddles were really fun. Towards the ending, it got even better. It was a quick and easy read. Like, the chapters are really short. I couldn't put it down because I really wanted to know what's gonna happen next. Yeah, I really like this one. I'm really excited for the second book of the series. I will read it as soon as possible. So yeah. I just realized that I never recorded an outro for my other videos. So here's me saying that this is it. Like, this is it for this video. I hope you liked it. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye.